It took me a while to really get into reading in my target language. Part of it is because it takes a while to build up comprehension in order to read without looking up every other word. However, there's three key moments that I can point to which led me to reading more and improving my reading ability. One was when I started reading things I was genuinely interested in. Another was when I started reading more physical media versus reading on the computer. And the final one was when I started creating this atmosphere where I was immersing myself in the content and not just the language. So, first point, reading things that genuinely interest you. Sometimes when I'm reading, the content is so compelling and interesting to me, it doesn't matter how many words I need to look up. I just want to understand it and I'm just going to keep reading. In the past, I tried to read some of these entry-level recommendations like Yotsubato and Shirokuma Cafe. I did enjoy Yotsubato to an extent, but ultimately these beginner materials didn't really hold my interest and I wasn't compelled to keep reading them. The same thing happened when I tried to read graded readers. Even though this was supposed to be at the level where, I should be making gains, the content was just so boring that I couldn't force myself to keep reading. So, my first big success was when I picked up the first volume of JoJolion, which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 8. And I bought this as sort of a target. I wanted to get my Japanese to a level where I could read this. And I just kind of put it away, and I was planning on coming back to it when I got to a better level. But then I started immersion learning. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to read this, even if it's above my level. I had to look up so many words in order to understand what was going on, but it didn't feel like I was doing work. It didn't feel challenging or taxing mentally. I just really enjoyed the whole process of understanding what was going on. I think this is due to the fact that this is the first time I'd actually read something that I had a genuine interest in. So, genuine interest, that's the first one. The next one is shifting to physical media, physical books. Some people can read on the computer no problem. I can't. There's too many distractions, it's not the most comfortable, and it strains my eyes. Since I spend most of my day on the computer, taking a break from that is really nice. So when I made this switch to reading physical books, almost immediately I just started spending more time reading. It was removing myself from these endless distractions that were available on the computer. I could just comfortably read for an extended period of time. And this is kind of what ultimately led to the final moment, which was cultivating a setting, an atmosphere where I was just getting lost in the content that I was reading. I would go to the couch later in the evening, I'd turn on some soft lamps, and I would play ambient music that suited the reading material. So when I was reading Steel Ball Run in Japanese, I would go on Spotify and I would search up these spaghetti western instrumental tracks. Some of these playlists were just so fitting with the theme, I forgot what I was reading was in a foreign language. It was just so immersive. So, yeah, to recap, reading material that's genuinely interesting to you. Trying reading physical media. If you only read on the computer and you find that difficult, try reading physical media. And then, regardless of whether you're on the computer or reading physical stuff, try to cultivate an atmosphere that really suits what you're reading. Get really comfortable, create the environment that makes this book or this content, whatever it is, come to life. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to hear about something specific, let me know in the comments. If you have any other comments, put it down there too. I love reading them. Thanks again for watching.